Welcome back, friend. It sure is good to see you again. Now I know you don't think we've met before, but I'm sure we have. You see, I am what is called matter. I am the fundamental substance that makes up the entire universe. We've already gone through these things before, so I don't need to bore you with the details. Now let's dive into the real reason why you're here, shall we?
What are you doing here, kid? You shouldn't be here. We have to get you out, now. Quick, before he gets back.
I do hope you're not trying to scare away my company. You see, this is a friend of mine, and he's gonna help me explain these things to you now.
But
Up. Nope. You were the one who decided to interfere, so now I think it's only fair.
Fine. Jesus. Well, I guess we should get started. Chemical energy. It is the energy that is stored in bonds when bonds are created or broken. The energy can be released or absorbed. A good example of this would be exothermic and endothermic. Now, I'm sure you have no idea what that is because you're a child and you're stupid. So let me explain. You see this exothermic, guys? It's hot. It releases heat. And, whoa, shocker, endothermic. Cold. I'm freezing. I'm cold.
Hey friend, you're gonna have to do a better job at explaining that. How about I do it for you? While what he said was correct. Exothermic releases heat, and endothermic takes heat away. It's just not that simple. Exothermic is a reaction in which energy is released in the form of light or heat, while endothermic absorbs the heat around it.
Yeah, whatever, but they're a kid. This is how they're gonna remember it.
Let's move on. Why don't we talk about acids?
Hey, don't sound so excited. It's not that kind of acid. Or, at least, not necessarily. Acid isn't a lot of things. A lot more than you think. And to understand it, you have to understand what makes up an acid. An acid is basically anything that donates an ion. And an ion is an atom or a group of atoms that has an electric charge. A base is anything that accepts that ion and not turns into an acid base, which is any chemical reaction between acids and a base. There's also such thing as a neutralization reaction. It is a combination of a strong acid and a strong base to produce water and salt. And I'm sure you know what salt is. Right? You know what salt is.
No, yeah, they're shaking their head. They don't know what salt is. You have to explain salt.
Are you joking? Are you kidding me right now?
This guy doesn't know what salt is.
Are you really making me explain? Salt is an ionic compound formed by combining acid and base. It consists of positive ions from base and negative ions from acid. And while we're here, a solute is something capable of being dissolved, and a solvent is something that can dissolve things. Cool. Nice.
Glad we understood that. Anyway, why don't we talk about moles? No, not the thing that crawls underground, or that thing on your face. Okay, you hold on. It's basically the molecular weight of a substance expressed in grams. I know I used some big words, so we're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to explain it, but hold on. It's really just a way of measuring, well, atoms. 1 mole is 6.0022 times 10 to the power of 23 sextillion.
Let's not forget about molar mass.
I was getting to it. Molar mass is a mass of 1 mole of a substance expressed in grams per mole. The most simple way to get your molar mass is to find your element and look at the atomic weight. These are the numbers you're going to be starting with. And well, really from there it's very simple, actually. All you gotta do is pop those bad boys in a calculator and add them. Or, if you have a built-in calculator in your head, do it that way. I am very envious of you. Oh, and if you want to convert moles to grams, here's what you gotta do. basically, you gotta do what we just told you to do and figure out the molar mass, and then you gotta multiply those moles and the molar mass to get the grams. Now, I want to talk about exploding things.
What?
Combustion. That's gotta be my favorite type of reaction. I really do love hearing the screams of innocent children.
Anyway, let's talk about the other reactions. So, synthesis is just kind of like when the two elements get added together and they look like they get added together in the equation. And decomposition is the opposite. It's kind of like they, decompose. And in single replacement, one thing is replaced, while with double replacement, two things are replaced. So maybe two things are switched. And for, combustion...
I think I should be the one to be talking about this. It's quite simple, actually. All you have to remember is that hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon will all be found in the equation. Got it? Nice. Now, I think that just about covers everything, so... Wait. You thought I'd let you leave, didn't you? That's not going to happen. You're gonna be stuck here forever. Say goodbye to your old life.